Yo, yo, yo. You know what it is? A new week. You know what that means? Another new episode of the Man Dem podcast. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for listening. It's your homie, Twist. I got my usual suspects, partners in crime with me. To my right.
What's good? It's your boy Sincere, episode 12. We usually say fuck 12, but nah, not today. What's good? What's good on my right?
Yeah, you already know what it is. It's the boy Showtime to my right. I got the nigga Cujo Canuck with me. Studio Amix, Studio 139. Episode 12, Man Dem Podcast. Thank you for tuning in. We got a bunch of shit to go through today, but, guess let's just discuss the elephant in the room. Actually, two things tie into this, but let's just discuss, the tragic end to the Toronto Raptors season.
Tragic, that's what you call it?
Oh my goodness.
Well, I mean, they made the playoffs unlike the Pistons, but...
Okay, that's too early. All right, I'm going to put this out there. This guy might not be available for episode 13.
Defender and a guardian of the Galaxy.
We gotta throw somebody under the bus.
I'm watching niggas that live in Toronto retweet LeBron signs and all that. Like, it's got out of hand, but no, man, this... I don't know what happened after game one, after all those missed tap, put back some Valachunas and
too much easy
those
ones.
open misses from Van Vliet, but it derailed from there. And
Game three was the dagger.
Game one and game two, but not winning any games at home because it's crazy that everyone could be optimistic and talk all this hoo-ha bullshit, but I've been in Quicken Loans Arena. I knew they were going to be Quicken Loans
that
Arena.
hostile?
But the fact you had home court, you should have handled that in 6, maybe 7.
Yeah.
But if you couldn't win at home, you weren't going to go to Cleveland and wave that magic wand. So
and the other cat found the stroke.
Swept 2 years in a row. And it's funny because I think for the past 4 seasons, I've been calling for the demise of Coach Casey, but actually see it happen, it felt weird because I'm like, we actually did a good job this year.
Yeah. I felt indifferent. I'm like, the amount of times I said, they should fire this guy. Yeah. But then when it actually came down to firing him this year,
the years they should have fired him, they did it. And then honestly, he's very responsible. You know what? Shout out to the coaching staff, but also shout out to the G League. The G League, the development. Have you seen the Van Vliet of Sackham or Porto? And I mean, like, you see those guys are right.
Yeah.
Those guys have developed. So
I
think not being stagnant and complacent on the bench in your street clothes, actually being able to go down there and handle some business for the Toronto 905, help them, and just make the natural flow in our formation into the NBA, boy. Raptors got swept again, man.
Is there any silver lining you guys take from it?
Nah.
No, we lost.
Not in the fashion that even you get slapped up by 35 points in an elimination game. It's like everybody just left their freaking ball sacks in the locker room.
That's the thing. It's like because
go fighting, man.
We have like that. We feel it because it's for our city, and then when you saw LeBron we have that pride for it. The players, you're getting paid millions of dollars. It's like that natural, self-respect not to get swept is not there for Toronto.
You watch March Madness; those guys play hard every game, and these guys just gave up
and
folded.
That game 3 though, when they didn't double, Siakam didn't come up and try to trap.
Oh, the horse shot you're talking about.
Yeah.
You gotta call it. He made a game-winning shot like he's been a game of horse.
Demoralize us.
It's crazy, man. I don't know, but...
And DeRozan on the bench.
I saw Griffin, the former GM, David Griffin, talking about, LeBron was calling out the plays, talking about where they should be. And it's funny because Doc Rivers followed it up and said that he did it to Boston as well.
Yeah.
This guy's really just reading lips.
Yeah.
I mean, even when he's there, just by the friggin' scores table, he's dropping into the timeout. So I don't know, man. LeBron has the Raptors figured out.
He's had a stranglehold on the East, man.
This year is supposed to be the year, man. Honestly, Bible.
And I need to stop saying this too. LeBron, of course, played amazing, but his pieces around him stepped up too.
They woke up at Cleveland.
They woke up too.
Kevin
for
Love,
the series.
Kevin Love looked like Minnesota Timberwolves Kevin Love.
Yep. JR was, from what I saw, consistent.
Okay, and
JR
Kyle
was
Korver.
Denver Nuggets.
Yeah.
Kyle Korver, they were on from long range.
And Tristan, Chloe
man,
forgave him, and
True us, father.
True
I'm at
us.
the point now where it's just like, okay, now you're gonna get a new coach. Honestly, man, I'd build around some of the young pieces.
I was gonna say, do they blow up the core or
What are you
what?
gonna get rid of?
I'd get rid of Larry.
Yep.
Especially 'cause I don't even like his attitude to be 1,000.
Yeah.
He talking about all that. Not winning a championship, cool. He's like, go to championship, zero is a complete waste. Like,
He's a
he
fake
looked
tough
like
guy.
He checked out. Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Seems like a lot of them come from Philly. Between him and Kevin Hart. But for real, like, they need to blow it up. I'd blow it up. Like, it doesn't.
Get rid
But
of
you got some
Val.
good young pieces though.
Valanciunas probably has some value.
They should have traded him earlier, I think, because they would have got more for him. They would have got more for him, I think.
Now they would.
Now.
He showed up.
Yeah.
Other than missing those tap-ins in like game one, like he's raised his stock. So
Yeah.
good on Mozart for not getting rid of him. Now if you wanna see what the open market says, it'd be a lot more
Just a
favorable.
defensive liability now with the small
Yeah,
ball.
you know what, man? Like, fuck the Raptors, and I don't say that no disrespect. It's just a fresh wounds. You know what I mean?
Feels like a week of mourning, bro.
Yeah, it's weird to be a Toronto sports fan right now.
And we need to play Sean Paul deport them, because a lot of people need to be deported out of the city. Bro.
Yeah, play that.
Straight.
Play that now when DMX is running. I'm definitely open to that. Not interrupting DMX though. I'm going somewhere with this.
I said it figuratively.
You know what I
Figuratively.
mean? But also, I want to talk about last week's episode of Atlanta with the fake FUBU jersey.
That was hilarious.
Like, it was hilarious, but also like the sad reality on the pressures people put in to like fit in, right? The extreme measures of one jersey's bootleg and the other's is fake, and the dude who was, obviously at this point you've had to watch it. If not, I don't care.
Spoiler alert!
Yeah. And the kid that had the real jersey was going through some shit at home, and the older kids bullied him, and then, long story short, he offed himself, and he won himself. But caving in to pure pressure and bullying, that's a real shit all over a jersey. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's just, I feel like society, even though, there's more tools and stuff, is even more vain.
Yeah.
Like, people are like, even when you watch that J. Cole ATM video, like, people are giving their arm, their arm and a leg just for these worldly possessions, right? So, I think there's a lot of dope messages in that episode, too.
Even Paperboy telling him, like, yo, just be confident in, like, how you speak. Like, just, when they ask you, just, yo, say it like, yo, yeah, it is real. Even if you think it is fake. And then he's the one that ended up kind of saving Earn, in a sense, from getting ridiculed for the rest of his school career.
It's weird. Because that shit still happen in present day, right?
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? It's more to life because, man makes the clothes doesn't make the man.
Yeah.
And it's so frivolous because they're the person that verified it is like some Asian kid, like.
I know. Of course you would say that because it's made in China, right?
Yeah, but he's supposed to be the hype beast, right?
Yeah.
But even sticking in the pocket of, the big homie, this is America visual.
Wow.
I gotta say, that is some of the dopest shit ever, man. I felt like there's just a hybrid of amazing music videos in one. I felt like that was a political exhibit. What you see is what you get now. Like,
Yeah.
there's all the chaos, all the messages, and that shit was amazing, man. I'm proud of that dude because I've been checking his whole movement from day one. So I'm glad the world's record. I didn't get a chance to see Saturday Night Live, but
Yeah, I didn't
I'm
see
gonna
it.
catch up on that as well. 'Cause I already bodied that as well. In typical creative fashion. So, shout out to Mr. Donald Glover.
That
Childish
video.
Gambino.
There's a lot of themes in it, like
A lot of layers, yeah.
the church shooting. Was it Dylan Roof or whatever, that fuckboy?
Yeah.
Just the distraction, like black people. I guess like music videos and like the whole minstrel of it, like you're just shucking and jiving, dancing, and get your money, black man,
The
and it's
suicide in the
distracting
video,
you,
yep.
distracting you from like the chaos that's going on behind, like the little girls
And
dancing.
there's
You're
always
just,
someone to capture with their cell phones.
yeah,
obviously,
yeah.
And those little kids still trying to be kids.
Yeah.
Amidst all the madness around them, right? So
Yeah.
that was an amazing visual. Shout out to the homeboy, Donald Glover for that. Cause I don't know, man. That guy's just creatively just different, man. And like earlier in his career, he's looked at being weird, but now that weird's the new cool, he has to be the top of the totem pole, right? So,
And we love Community too. Like Community was him and his dynamic with Abed, yo.
yeah.
That was like I appreciated him from then as like I guess an actor because I never really saw him in anything before that.
Trying not bad in the mind. That's
You know what I mean? To see him like get to this level, like he's musically he's bodying things in
Gonna be an upcoming Star Wars movie.
TV
Han Solo.
shows. Yeah, he's gonna be in Han
Yeah.
Solo, getting that SNL nod as a performer and doing the sketch comedy as well. Like he's just like what you call it, the Renaissance man right now.
Yeah.
Like he's,
Some people just catch on late, kind of like the Man Dem podcast. Some people just catch on late.
that is very true.
He's in the pocket. You know what I mean? I salute him for that. You know what I mean? Also, I'm curious because I think everybody at this table is over 30.
Really?
So, yeah, apparently. I don't know. Some niggas sip Pharrell juice out, but driver's license says what it needs to say. You know what I mean? But no, top 5 '90s clothing brands.
That like you wore that you like.
I mean, put it, either or.
Even you were showing tigers on your shirt and alligators. You want to see the thing? I'll see you later.
That'll be no particular order. Just the 5 that come to your head, the 5 that you feel needs a proper respect.
You gonna go first then?
Yeah, I'll go.
All right.
Well, yeah, growing up, having some of it and like just looking at it from afar. Well, polo was always big for sure.
Okay, I felt like more like brands that aren't really here.
Oh, like,
yeah,
like
Polo's Polo.
urban.
Man,
Oh,
yeah.
okay, like more urban
Polo's,
brands.
Yeah, Polo's always gonna be here. Like, Polo stands the test of time.
Like Carl Kanai.
There you go.
I love Carl Kanai. Cross Colors.
Okay.
Carl Kanai Cross Colors. FUBU.
Okay.
What am I missing? I liked Averex.
Okay.
And one more I'm forgetting. I'm forgetting it. I see it, but I forget it. Carl Kanai, Cross Colors,
Oh boy, you twist.
FUBU. They'll come back to me. I'll get
Yeah,
back to you.
there's a few.
Like a blank.
Mecca,
Okay.
definitely Mecca.
I got Mecca on my list.
Yeah, it was short-lived, but I don't know if man remember Player. Player.
Nah.
Player. I think it was like a sister company of Just Blaze or Johnny Blaze.
Not on my list. But
That was definitely one.
Oh, sorry to cut you off. The last one, how can I forget? Wu Wear.
Where? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's another big one too.
Okay.
I was gonna say Nautica, but Nautica's still kind of a company to this day, but that was definitely a big one.
Yeah.
I guess no, not so much. Well, you already said NYC. You already hit that, right? NYC. Anisha?
No, I didn't say any shit.
Okay, that's another one. I think you covered most of them. I'm kind of drawing blanks, man.
Okay,
That's pretty simple, man. I was like with the starters and the champion and all that, So
I got FUBU, Carcanat, Mecca, Martin Francois Jabot,
Okay.
and Morris Malone.
Oh, Morris Malone. Okay.
An honorable mention, 2 black guys.
Yes. Shout out to two black guys.
in Toronto, right? And I was thinking about it too, because I met I just pop-up shop. I met the dude that the brand 100 Miles, right?
Yeah.
And like I even know dude's been doing this like 26 years, like Tupac and above the rims, right? This stuff like. He has an EPMD, they're on this real culture. I'm like, yo, you've been doing this for 26 years, like, salute.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you're doing that when 2 black guys said Mary J. Blige. wearing their shit in like real
Real
love and
love.
stuff. So you know what I mean? Just salute and homage to all the 90s brands, you know, even though you may not be here active still or whatever it is, like you've laid a brick down in the foundation to pave way for these other brands, you know, myself included.
Even like the high fashion brands too, like you gave them a silhouette where they're like, yo, we have to get into this type of market.
Yeah, nah, for real, man. So salute to everybody that's just a trailblazer, you know what I mean, in their own way. You know, you gotta understand that, you know, some people just out of pride may not salute the OGs or people that did it before them, but you should never feel as if, you know, man's out here ungrateful, man's out here don't know your position and, you know, what you contributed to society. So salute, you know, but for me, most importantly, is that on May 12th, 1998, something dropped. Something dropped, man, and I feel like shit hasn't been the same since. And then that's the boy Earl Simmons when he dropped It's Dark and Hell is Hot. Well, what I just want to know is if everybody recalls their first initial reaction after taking in It's Dark and Hell is Hot.
Yo, when some of the things he said in that album, I couldn't believe you could say on an album. That shit.
The Black Eminem.
I was like, yo, they're gonna get this guy out of here.
Yeah.
That album was amazing. It was gritty. It was something we haven't seen in a little bit, like, because I guess the Bad Boy era was really like
all that shiny
suit,
yeah.
whatever, and he brought it back in the tunnel with Get At Me Dog. It was raw.
You even think about how the video started. Let's take it back to the streets, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah. So that changed the vibration of the music at that time. I guess it was much needed. You always need to like a little cleanse. So not to say like the Bad Boy era is bad or Shiny Suit era is bad, but like just a different energy. We needed that.
You go through your pockets, like everyone goes through their pockets. Like, you know, it's always East Coast, then it was West Coast. You know, then I felt like the South had it for a bit, right? And then it came back East, you know. But like everyone has their pockets. But yeah, like he was refreshing because we did get a little sample heavy, you know, and Diddy just, you know, been around the world remix, been around the world reggaeton, you know, was getting out of hand, you know. So DMX was that breath of fresh air, but I'm actually interested to hear Twist's.
Well, when I first I heard X, like the first thing like that came to me was just like it was like an energy and a rawness that you never heard before, and I think like the way it was accepted and embraced was probably the most surprising thing, because even at the time I was still pretty young, but I was still old enough to understand like, yo, I had never heard nothing like this before, because I was so used to like the radio dancey type of records, like we talked like the Chinese Suit era and that. But with X, you know, because it's like a voice that you never heard, he didn't have to be super punchliney, but yo, he gave you like real life facts, you know. And then he would have stuff like the skits, which we say is kind of a lost art form in the hip hop album. Some epic skits, yo, in that first album. So like that's kind of initially, you know, what I took from that. And even kind of hearing when the Locks started kind of collaborating too with them, I'm just like, he even kind of pumped a new energy into them, I felt too, that they've been kind of channeling or holding back when they were on the Bad Boys. But yeah, X's first album, man, I know it's definitely like kind of a starting point for a lot of today's artists too, and kind of said like, yo, rap can be, you know, dished out in this kind of way. And yeah, kudos to him. That's a classic, man. That should be on everybody's top list if you're a real hip hop fan.
Because we missed like at the time too, it just felt like everybody was flashy, like nobody was suffering.
Yeah, yo, he just came with a tank top, and the silver chains.
It felt like nobody was suffering in the game anymore, but he showed like, yo, that raw, gritty, like people are still going through things, people are still hustling, struggling, and trying to find their way. And even the fact too, like when he implemented prayer into the album and stuff, like it just completed everything, despite maybe the violence imagery and stuff like that. Like he touches on multiple topics, and he's a man of God trying to better himself. That was like it's sad to say shocking to
Kind of
hear
an
something
ear-opener,
like that, but
eye-opener.
it's like it humanized them like in a way. If you were listening and you just like had one perspective on him, that kind of like that made you be like, wow, he's just like a man trying to
That he got layers, man. Like this
figure
guy's
it
deep.
out.
Somebody's knocking. Should I let him in? Nah, honestly, first I heard X was on a track with Mike Geronimo,
Yeah.
right? And then I heard some of the original Murder Inc. shit with him,
Yeah.
John Jay.
Murdergram.
Then he just started slaughtering everything. Like I heard him on a track called Pull It with Cameron. Right? Then you heard him on 4321.
Yep.
Then you heard him on Money, Power, Respect. Then you heard him on 24 Hours to Live. Then you heard him on the We Be Clubbing remix. Like everything he touched, he slaughtered. Like when I first heard his Dark and Hell is Hot, like I felt like a switch went off. Like about after the intro, I was like, what the fuck? Like I don't know, something with the dude just resonated with me. Like since I was in grade 8. Because it was grade 8, May, and June, obviously, bomb last month of school. Come back September, you're in first year of high school. He's my favorite rapper ever since. Like, I've seen dudes I've not seen since grade 9, grade 8. And the first thing they asked me is, you talking about DMX your favorite rapper? I'm like, of course. That's a joke. I don't care what you see on TMZ and all that other shit. Like, he made his Dark and Hell is Hot.
Yeah.
Like, clown Dame all you want. Like, yo, Dame made Rockefeller.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like, clown someone all you want. Like, oh, clown Whitney Brown. Like, clown Whitney Houston. She's motherfucking Whitney Houston. You know, like, I don't care how you want to, like, clown OGs because they fall apart in the public eye and all that, but DMX is fucking DMX. Let's be clear. Like, two albums in 1 year, both. You know what I mean? Debuting at number 1. I mean, one sold like 3 times, another one sold 2. We sold 5 million in 1 year.
Yep.
For 2 albums, right? Like, shit's unheard of at that point.
I'm glad you mentioned the intro too, because to me that sets the tone and makes like a great album. When your intro's hard and fire.
X is up there for most ignorant album intro.
That's one of like the best intros. We should do that one time, like a top 5 intros or something.
Oh man, I feel like
One
Hope
day.
gets 2 though. That's
Yeah.
I feel like
Okay,
Hope
top
might
10,
get
top
2
10
in
or something.
there, yeah.
Top 10.
Like Hope might get 2, but nah. Shout out to DMX, man. I feel like it's a real human being. You know what I mean? Like someone that has so much and is still so vulnerable and still so real. Like he doesn't have to. Like he could have got switched up in Hollywood. You know what I mean? But he's more raw. He resonates more with the streets. He's more connected. You understand what I'm saying? And it's crazy because you always hear those old DMX crackhead jokes. But everyone needs to understand that DMX has been doing crack since the 1970s. So if you own his Dark and Hell inside, you supported a crackhead. If that's a cute joke you want to run. Like, oh, he's a crackhead, whatever. You know, everybody knows I like DMX. I always get these jokes that come across my phone where I just read the message, put my phone down.
Yeah.
It's like, you're trying to be funny, like, quit your day job, dumbass. But, nah, shout out to DMX, man. I feel like he's a man that has, fallen from grace several times amongst, you know what I mean, with the cameras on and done things that people have been questionable and quit on him. But, when you solidify yourself in history, like, some things are unarguable. And his Dark and Hell is Hot. Has something on it for everybody. How's it going down? How's for the girls? ATF, Stop Being Greedy. That's the storytelling. Get At Me, Dog was a single, for Christ's sakes. Like, what's a single now? And I mean, like a club track, a bunch of ass twerking shit. Like, nah, like, Get At Me, Dog.
Yeah.
Was a dude's single, right? Yeah. So, you know what I mean? Like, shout out to him and salute. Like, very monumental album in history.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, for him to like falling from grace, it's like we all try to. Well, for me, I just try to look at him like he's like a family member. Just the way he gave it up, because it felt like he was so honest and he's struggling, and that he's like very transparent. It's like you want to see the best from him. He had his incidents, but it's like I still want to see him do well. We shouldn't just throw him away, dash him to the side like this. This generation
life,
is.
Though, man? Like, what have you done for me lately?
Unfortunately, but
yeah. You know what I mean? It's like for real, like when he was hot, when he's DMX, when he's in Belly, he's in Romeo Must Die, when he was popping, like everyone was dick riding him, and then me now, you do too much things in public, it's like, yo, chill, like,
people want to distance themselves.
He hasn't even had a Kanye moment, and motherfuckers been writing him out from day.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like all he's doing is like
just has internal
impersonating a police
struggles.
officer, like, doing hood niggas shit.
Yeah.
And motherfuckers are writing them off all day like they're part of their taxes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. Like shout out to X. Honestly, I even felt at one point that just health wise, if he doesn't really give it up, that he might be, you know, going towards the other side. So that's why I drove down to Detroit to see him. And one of the best experiences of my life. Like I've been to concerts with you guys, and
Jeez, I didn't make that one.
I could honestly say like watching my favorite rapper like drip buckets of sweat, and I'm just there word for word. Like dudes are looking at me like I was on drugs. They're like, "Yo, my man, why you so hype?" But they don't understand. Like I've been waiting for this shit since I was in grade 8.
Yeah.
I mean, I already knew the nigga was never gonna get across the border based off of his choices and his trouble with the law. So I took the initiative to drive across the border, and seeing DMX was like bucket list fulfilling, like Odyssey, you know. So shout out to X, is dark and hell is hot, you know.
What year was that?
Which one?
The concert.
Concert was 2 years ago?
Yeah, I was supposed to go with him, but
2016.
And you hear that? The fact that Showtime said, yo, like, that was, like, one of the illest concerts you've been to, and the energy, like, that still shows, yo, he has it in him.
Yeah, man, like, no doubt. Like, who went on before him? Beanie Siegel went up before him. Freeway went up. Remy Ma went up. She brought out Pat Poose. Too Short came out. I didn't know Too Short had like, yo, I was watching like people my mom's age just hold on to rails and twerk like, what's your favorite word? Bitch. Like going crazy in Detroit. They went crazier for Too Short than they did DMX.
Because
I thought this, it was so funny because when I was young, I never liked Too Short. I was always like switching sides on the fence on E40 because I just sounded way too stupid for me.
yeah.
I didn't hear like me, but
Because Detroit people like that player pimp shit.
I can
so
tell, yeah.
Too Short, does well in Detroit.
Well, for me, it was X, man. Like, when he did How It's Going Down, when he did What These Bitches Want, when he did freaking Stop Being Greedy, when he did Party Up in Here, when he did Get It on the Floor, like, it was like a concert, bro. I was like, yo, I'm in my car. I was blasting this shit, you know? But give that man his credit while he's alive.
You have to.
They always say, you know, give people their trees when they can smoke them and their flowers when they can, smell them. So I salute DMX all day, every day, man. You know, he beat Jay-Z in a fucking freestyle battle. So you don't want to respect him for anything else. Respect him for that.
Yeah.
You know,
it's well documented.
They not to friggin', yeah. You know what I mean? But nah, salute. You know, and also, something else happened too. I think is pretty dope because it shows how Canadians are. The freaking homeboy for the Seattle Mariners. Someone get his name for me, please. He threw a no-hitter, and he's actually Canadian born. So he threw a no-hitter, and it had to be against the Toronto Blue Jays. But
Have a bad week.
the fun fact in that is that when word caught out around the stadium that he was Canadian, even though we were getting beat, everyone started cheering for him. I think it's just such a Canadian thing to do. And he like always trying to find like
James Paxton.
silver Aladdin and something.
James Paxton.
James Paxton, there you go. And he's 29, right?
Yeah.
He's 29 years old.
No hitter, man.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty dope, you know what I mean? But I can live with that situation because it's more genuine as opposed to fucking Jeremy Lin hitting a game-winning 3 on fucking Jose Calderon. And a bunch of people.
And then all the fans went to Watu's after.
Nah, this was different. Honestly, man, you guys can come and fucking get twist, man. Take all the smoke. Fuck. But nah, for real, shout out to him. I think that's dope. Being on the right side of history, being the first Canadian. They need to throw a friggin' no-hitter on Canadians.
He did it at home, unfortunately for us.
On the other side, but still, it's a
It's
win.
man. I feel like when we're winning. And when we're losing, we just lose horribly. Like Leafs,
Story of our lives.
FC, you know, Raptors getting swept 2 years in a row. Like
We're like thirsty for a win, yo.
That bothers me because Indiana brought them to 7.
Yeah, and they're not on talent-wise. They're not like on the Raptors level talent-wise.
Matchup, man.
Well, they're also not starstruck by him, right? They also got a bunch of guys walking up to the free throw line to hail him up.
Blocking people.
Yeah, that's gonna be your
stuff
that's gonna be your starting point guard.
It's all good, man. We've been there before. We had a Gandhi in the crew, man. But,
some peacemakers.
they didn't know how the facts is on the wrong side of the tracks. But nah, I didn't see shout out to bringing Rocket for us with another week. And no doubt, shout out to the Dart Man X. You already
Definitely.
know what it is. Salute you all day, every day, man. That is still, and again, I say favorite. I'm not gonna say it's the greatest album ever to leave it open for debate. Cause what's your greatest is your greatest. Like, and I know since you know Cujo's heavy on RZA, right? Sid's heavy on Ghostface. Friggin' Twist, his favorite rapper is Snoop.
Not Snoop Lion.
Yeah, nah. I mean, and that's why I respect it because the dog.
Why am I finding this out now? Your favorite rapper Snoop? I didn't even know that, bro.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, Doggy Styles and shit. You know what I mean? For me, it's dark and hell is hot. But I own all 6 DMX albums, and it's probably the only reason why I still even have a CD freaking jewel case in my whip. Just so I can drive around with X all the time, bro. You know what I mean? So salute to that, man. You know, and I hope. I also feel that when it's all said and done, his true calling, he might be a pastor, man. You know, whenever that's all said and done, he progresses through life on his own clock. Yeah. But now, shout out for rocking with us, and also want everyone to know every week. You know what I mean? When I do, you know what I mean? I am in my thoughts. I want to shout out to everybody in Toronto. It's still Toronto strong all day, every day.
Definitely.
We're not forgetting. We're not forgetting at all.
Now we keep that memory alive. You already know what it is. Calling all aspiring songstress, rappers. You want to put that in quotes or not? It depends on your talent level. Spoken word artists. You need to record and get something. I'm being honest, man. Let's be clear. So people are only there because they got that dial-on in the crew hyping them up. Yo, you spit hot fire. Dial-on.
Top 5.
Hot garbage.
At the end of the day, my brother doesn't discriminate. So Studio 139, you need to record. Even if he doesn't like it, if you pay him hourly, record it regardless. So the letter T, the number 4, the letter T.Cujo@gmail.com. That's how you get in contact for your bookings if you want some studio time. And I'm going to pass it off to the boy Twist.
Yeah, you know what it is. You need any video work done, you need to get framed up and look nice and all that and stuff to look clean. shopbytwist@gmail.com. I'll get you right, get you some rates. Other than that, on the social media tip, you can always reach me on Instagram, Twist McHolla. That's my page. And I'm going to pass it off to Sin.
Yeah, it's your boy Sincere. Hit me up on Instagram, Cinny_sincere. If you want to tweet to me, talk shit, talk nice, or don't talk at all.
Talk bags.
At The Sincere Life. Also follow the 85 brand, 8V_collective. That's on Instagram and Twitter. And also recently I was on a podcast. Shout out Game 6 podcast, repping the Man Dem all day. So when that comes out, I'll let you know. So just check that out. We just talked about various topics, so it was cool. Tizzy.
At Man Dem Podcast, that's the Twitter, that's the Instagram, that's the YouTube, that's the SoundCloud. That's everything, man. At Man Dem Podcast, West End.
We really need a dancehall soundbite when we were giving the Man Dem podcast stuff.
Yeah. And www.politicsasyusual.ca. At Politics As Usual PAU. That's IG. That's Facebook. And PAU Polyin, POLOYN. That's the Twitter. And you already know what it is. You can catch up on all our previous episodes. At Man Dem Podcast. That's the handles for everything. If you see something and it's not ours, let us know, man. Maybe imitation is the best form of flattery. Shout out to our dudes across the pond. You already know what it is, people. I'm gonna come down to the UK.
I would say break some bread, but we're gonna break some crumpets.
I want me some SAS. You know what I mean? And I want to know that, men's are hot out there. You know what I mean? You know what it is. I just see, I hear X coming out. You know what? You guys keep going. It's going. My X is play. I can't cut off X right now.
We're going to let it ride out
Episode 12, episode 12, always love and blessings to Toronto and the world.
Now this out here,
Put us in the kettle, yo.
There you go. Shout out, man.